Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel, Coffee Tea Paper. My name's Louise, and before we get into next week's journal prompt, I just want to share a few little updates with you. I quite enjoyed earlier this year, well, not that I enjoyed the whole kitchen laundry renovation, but what I did enjoy was sharing that journey with you guys, showing the progress, and it really helped me see the changes week to week as well. And since then, which the whole process finished up in mid-July, so what's that, August, September, October, it's now the start of November, 1st of November today. Happy Fountain Pen Day. So a couple of months I've been working on trying to reinvigorate our outdoor area. Being in Australia, we spend a lot of time outdoors. It's a bit cooler, to be honest, and especially coming into the summer months ahead, it's really nice to take the opportunity to eat outside and just spend some time outside in the fresh air with some cool breezes. Just going to share with you a few little updates that I've been doing in our backyard. Welcome to our backyard. This is definitely the sound of imminent summer, with the cicadas and the hot breeze blowing. We're expecting a storm this afternoon, but you wouldn't tell. My frangipani is starting to put out new leaves. And here's one of the projects I've been working on. This is our pool equipment shed, which was not very nice. And I've painted all the concrete tiles. You can see the ones there, that's what they looked like. But I've painted them and put it under carpet and a chair that we can sit at, new decoration. But this old bunting's looking very much worse for wear, so I'm planning to take that down and replace it with some solar fairy lights. All my plants are growing really nicely. I've got these little violets, I think they are, on my deck in this very dark, almost black type purple. And then the other thing is we had some old furniture which was a bit worse for wear, and so I sold that and I bought this new one, which is a lounge and dining setting, and put down a washable rug and scotch guarded all of this. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to spending lots of time out here in the summer. Alright, so now that we've had a little look at that, and I'm only sorry that I didn't take any before video, but it was just awful. The garden was a complete mess. Everything was just terrible, because of course a lot of the renovation work happened outside. A lot of our backyard and everything got a bit neglected and a bit trashed. Anyway, it's looking so much better now. The other thing is, I was so excited. I drew my first recipient of my monthly surprise Happy Mail. So I have a form, which I spoke about in my last video. I have a form on my Instagram and here on my YouTube that you can put down your name and your likes, like vintage botanical, my favorite color is green, what have you. And once a month I'm going to draw someone to receive a surprise Happy Mail from me. It's just a bit of fun. So if you want to join in, all the people who filled in the form for October, it's just going to keep rolling on. So so they're in with a chance for November and so on and so forth. Just some fun with that. So I am so looking forward. I think I'll share a bit of the Happy Mail that I'm making here on YouTube as well. It's a really fun thing. Fun for the people who receive it, fun for me to make. After all of that, let's get into next week's journal prompt. this week we had our greatest defense against stress is the ability to change our minds, to change our thinking. And yeah, if you missed last week's, I actually went a bit sideways with this one and thought about changing minds in that ability to be more flexible in our thinking. And in my mind, that is having the opportunity to travel and experience how other people live. So if you haven't seen that one, go and check it out. It's quite interesting to do a travel themed journal spread without going anywhere. Right. Oh, it's a bit of a shouty one again, isn't it? I don't like it when they have all caps. It's very shouty. Focus on one thing at a time. Or it could be focus on one thing at a time. It would be nice. I must admit I'm not a multitasker. I know there's this myth that women in particular are good at multitasking. Unfortunately, I seem to have missed out on that particular strength. But I'm quite good at DIY, so maybe that was the trade-off there. I really do need to just do one thing at a time, so that is quite a natural path of thinking to me. And I find that if I try to do multiple things at one time, I do multiple things badly, which is never a good outcome, particularly if there's cooking involved. It's not pretty or edible. I'm not overly excited by it, but I'm looking at the colour scheme and I'm thinking, okay, that's kind of nice. It's spring here. I'm going to take this one as a colour challenge. So less on the words, and I'm going to think of it as a colour challenge. Have a think if you want to focus on the quote, or if you want to do colour, or if you look at that and go, no, that's not for me. Maybe have a look at one of the other prompts that you haven't done yet. Just have fun journaling with me with whatever your heart desires. I'm going to go and find if I actually have any supplies that correspond with this colour scheme, and I will be back. Right, I have returned. Didn't take me as long as I thought it would. I started off just having a bit of a rummage through some of my papers that have been sent to me by pen pals, and I found two very promising ones. This one from my friend Roz, and this is a Yohako memo pad page, and I liked this so much that I actually bought the whole memo pad myself as well. Thanks, Roz. You're a terrible influencer. And then I found this one. And I know these are quite different styles, aren't they? And I thought that's fun because I could go down two sort of different paths with these. But I think the challenge here is to combine them and see if I can merge kind of two different styles. It's definitely got these colors in it. This has a sort of, because not quite a true pink, is it? And then I thought, well, if we've got quite a lot of busy stuff, so I'll try and put some sort of neutrally stuff in. Then I found I had these dots. I mean, how they go well. So dots. Yay, all my dot people. And of course, I wanna put a girl in there because I just find having someone or something, sometimes it could be an animal or a feature sticker or something, but I do like these girl stickers, and this is one of those ding ding ones. So yeah, sort of similar colors here. So whoopsie, we'll see how those work. Bit of a random label that had that color. And then I have these two, and I just wondered if I could perhaps bring in a couple of these washi sticker squares or rectangles. Yeah, not dots. These ones are quite similar. So maybe one of those. I'm not sure if I've got anything in this. Not really. It's a bit dark, I think. I might put that to one side. And then I had some washi tape, which I think goes nicely with that. Not quite sure if I'll end up writing these words or maybe printing it out on my phone memo. We'll see, but I'm just going to get started with the page. So we'll cue the music and let's start getting some things on our pages. Now that I'm looking at this spread, I kind of think, oh dear, for something that's about focusing on one thing at a time, wow, I've made this busy. There is so much going on here. Maybe it's a good argument for just having that one thing to concentrate on. I think I've managed an anti-quote today. So with that in mind, I'm going to just keep it low key, and rather than print out this, I'm just going to do some very mini writing on this label and stick it maybe down here, maybe here. It's a bit centery, isn't it? Anyway, I'll write it and then think. Alright, my friends, I'm going to call this very busy spread done. Now, I think I met the brief in terms of using these sorts of colours. I don't think I met the brief in terms of the quote. Anyway, let me know what you think of the quote, of the page, of my work outside in the garden, and let me know in the comments below how you went with this one, and I will see you next week. Till then, thanks for watching. Bye!